Let's bring in Democratic Senator Jean Shaheen of New Hampshire. She's a ranking member of the Foreign Relations Committee, the senior member of the Armed Services Committee. The senator led a bipartisan group of lawmakers to Kyiv back in February and continues to push for sustained congressional support for Ukraine. And Senator, you have been a stalwart for the people of Ukraine and for their sovereignty against this attack from Russia. Tell me, what does President Trump need to get out of this first meeting and ultimately out of Vladimir Putin for this summit and this ceasefire, if it does in fact ever materialize, for it to be a success in your mind?
Well, as you all have said so well, the president has sent very mixed messages about the war in Ukraine, about how tough he's going to be on Vladimir Putin. His track record is not good. I think if the president doesn't act, if we don't see a ceasefire coming out of this summit, then Congress needs to act, and Congress will act. There is strong bipartisan support for the Graham-Blumenthal bill to put in massive sanctions on those people who are helping Russia run its war machine on China. The president did put sanctions on India in a way that was positive, but so far he's put no new sanctions on Russia. He's done nothing against China, which is really allowing Russia to operate its war machine. So we need to see something positive come out of this summit.
So tell me, we've been talking about it this morning. Talk about the history of American presidents being duped by Vladimir Putin. George W. Bush saying that he looked into his eyes, saw his soul, and a few years later, we had the invasion of Georgia. And then the same thing happened with Barack Obama talking about a reset and being caught on a hot mic whispering to Medvedev, hey, we can do a lot more after the election. Well, after the election, Vladimir Putin, of course, invaded Ukraine, took Crimea, and then, of course, President Trump's Helsinki summit. What is it about Vladimir Putin that seems to get the best of Republicans and Democrats alike, and how do we break that cycle in 2025?
Well, Vladimir Putin is a former KGB agent. He is trained and skilled in manipulating people, and that's what he does consistently. And why our presidents don't understand that is beyond me. What Vladimir Putin understands is strength and pressure, and that's what we need to be doing in Ukraine. We need to provide the Ukrainians with more weapons and more support, and we need to put sanctions on Russia and on those countries that are allowing Russia to continue this unprovoked war.
Senator, what would be, in your case, in your opinion, being that you've been such a staunch supporter of Ukraine and Mr. President Zelensky, what would be a line that you would not want to see President Trump cross? Obviously, there's going to be some kind of negotiation. They've announced a joint press conference, so it doesn't look like they think they'll be at each other's throats. What would be a bridge too far for you as a senator that has supported Ukraine that would make you just outright say that Putin has won again?
Well, I think the information coming out of the call with European leaders and President Zelensky yesterday, where they indicated that there were going to be, that President Trump had agreed that no decision should be made about the outcome of this war without Ukraine at the table, and where he seemed to agree that there should be no agreement around any land swaps as part of the discussions in Alaska. I thought those were positive. I think anything that's different than that is very bad news, not just for Ukraine and for Europe, but for America. You know, this president said he was going to end this war on day one. Now we are 7 months into his administration. He has put in one red line after another. Vladimir Putin continues to cross those red lines, and it's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment for the United States and an embarrassment for Donald Trump. He needs to get some people who understand diplomacy around him, who are going to join him in Alaska, so that we're not seeing this one-off kind of diplomacy that gets us nowhere and does nothing for the United States, nothing for Ukraine, and nothing for the free world.